So it turns out that Ken cheated on me with a Bratz doll. Welcome back. Today is a very exciting day because today we are in Santa Catalina Island, right off the coast of Los Angeles, California. So I did not plan on coming here, at least not this week, and it's been kind of like on my vision board. But the hotel, which I'm staying at now, the St. Gray, thank you very much, and the historic suite room, had a spontaneous opening like a week before my birthday. So since I had a little room on the schedule and since I was exhausted from the trip to New York because, I booked it. So this room is spectacular, but what really makes it special is the view. Gorgeous. You really would have thought that this is Capri or Positano. It really looks like Capri. Like it looks like it could be Capri, but instead with the American conveniences of allergy-friendly options and American currency in English, I guess. I really cannot believe that this is so close to Los Angeles, and you really feel like you're in Europe. It's spectacular. So I'm gonna take you guys along with me on my trip. I have so many fun, exciting things planned. Let's go. So our day started very early at 6 o'clock in the morning with an early morning ferry, so I had more time to do things throughout the day. I also tried to go to the top deck, but it was freezing up there, honey. But ooh, look at the island. Those are condos. Like, how cool are those? But Avalon is right over here. The sun hadn't come out yet due to the pressure in the morning, but here we are. My hotel room wasn't ready yet, so I made sure to drop off my bags and start already exploring the island. As soon as I began to do so, the sun very gradually started to come out, thank God. And it was just, honey, even when the sun wasn't out, just gorgeous. Look how colorful and vibrant everything looks. And it's really nice in the morning because you really don't have any crowds. It's only the people that are actually staying on the island. Later on in the morning is usually when the cruise ships will dock here, and then huge masses of crowds will come onto the island. So in the morning, it's really, really nice and peaceful to relax. But before I knew it, the sun had fully come out, and I made my way slowly around the city of Avalon. Didn't have anywhere to be at this time, so I was just kind of scoping everything out, seeing what kind of boat tour I'd want to do. Checked out some gift shops. Look at this merch, honey. So I slowly started to make my way around the island, looked at some other gift shops, see what restaurants are around, see what's open for breakfast. To my surprise, a lot of things were open for breakfast pretty early in the morning, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But I know I keep saying how beautiful it really is here, but it really, once you're there, you're like, wow, I can't believe this is so close to a major city. Anyway, I started to make my way towards the casino. Side note, not an actual casino. I believe it's a theater and an event hall, but it's beautiful down there. So I started to make my way down this path, and look at all the boats docked up, ready to go. Then I did a wraparound, and I slowly made my way to the Descanso Beach Club. Look, you could rent out, or I think you could actually buy little floaties that are already inflated. Now, fun fact about the Descanso Beach Club, this is where Step Brothers, the Catalina wine mixer takes place. It was not actually filmed here, but this is where it's set to have supposed to have been taken place here, you know what I mean. Everything in this area was just so lush, so many different kinds of trees and palm trees, and the blue sky with the ocean, with the trees. And because it was the morning, it was very relaxing because the crowds hadn't come in yet. So as I made my way over to the beach club, I wanted to see what the situation was with how you can go about renting a Chase lounge chair for the day. Now, if you don't already know, you have to kind of book it almost a month out, which I did. First of all, I only booked this trip like 2 weeks out, but even if I did have that month in advance, I don't know if I would have done it, because if you happen to book it for a day and then it rains, you're kind of screwed because you have to book 2 lounge chairs. You buy a set of 2. It's about $115 for the day. You have those chairs. Those are your chairs the whole day, and it's a full service experience. But that for me, that's not, I don't know. But that's okay, because even if you don't rent out your own lounge chair, there's still multiple beaches you can go to on the island, one in Avalon and then another one on the other side of Avalon by the Descanso Beach Club. You could still go to the beach there. The only thing is that when the cruise ship crowds are there, the beaches are very crowded. So please keep that in mind. But right now, I really wanted to do a boat tour around the island. So that I was able to book immediately. You don't have to necessarily book that way out in advance, depending on what kind of tour you want to do, but I was able to book one for around, I think it was like $40. So I booked the tour immediately and immediately got a time like 2 hours later than when I booked it. I was like, great. So I had the assumption that there would be other people on the boat, at least like one other person. I'm telling you, I had a private boat tour on a pretty nice little boat around the island, but we were going fast. We saw sea lions. How cute are they? They're just stacked up there. And then the dude, I don't know if you could see him now, but he just swims in circles around the ladies. Those are the ladies. And then they just have like one dude per 20 ladies. It's amazing. Shout out to my captain / boat driver / tour guide. I mean, the captain is a boat driver, right? Anyway, look how close we got to the sea lions, and also look how blue the water is. How crazy. Like, why does it look like this here, but then you go to LA and it does not look like this? It's a mystery, but amazing. It's so blue, it looked like the water in Capri. You have the sea lions. He's going to sacrifice himself. But yes, just the beautiful blue water hitting up against the rocks of Catalina. It looks like a perfume commercial or something. I don't know. It's just gorgeous. We made our way back over to where the condos are. You could actually rent those out, and if you do rent them out as an Airbnb, you can get a golf cart included with your stay. But then it was time to head back to the Zane Grey Hotel since my room was ready and it was time to check in. Also, a side note, around this time it was just a little bit past noon, so as you can see, the beach is much more crowded now. This was the view from my personal balcony at my hotel room. This, I mean, it really doesn't get better than this in terms of the views on Catalina Island. Like, it was just spectacular. Again, I know I said this before, but it really looks so much like Capri. Panoramic views all around. Like I mentioned before, I stayed at the Zane Grey. This is a historic stay, since this is the former home of Zane Grey, the Western novelist, and of course they added extensions on it to make it a full hotel within recent years. But every single balcony, rooftop deck in this hotel had some kind of view of either the city or the beach. My personal favorite part was, of course, the heated rooftop pool with panoramic views. That was so nice, even just going in at night. Since the beaches do get really busy, it was nice to be able to relax outside and go in the water without the massive crowds. Then I made my way around the island at sunset. It was pretty much just as peaceful at sunset as it was in the morning, because at this point, people who are here just for the day have gone back on their ferry, or the cruise ship people have gone back on their cruise. So it was really nice being able to see the sunset. Minimal crowds around. Something that's also nice is all the restaurants that are on the water actually put out tables on the beach in the evening time, since there's lower crowds. And look, you can get a table literally right on the beach. They have a really fun candy shop called Lloyd's. They had tons of sweets, fudge, candy, ice cream. Unfortunately, I could not find a single thing in here that was vegan, gluten-free friendly, but oh honey, if I could have this, ooh, babe, look at those candy apples. Oh. Then as I continued walking, I made my way over to the marketplace where they have a full arcade. This is great if you're a family with kids, or if you're like myself and you're a grown-ass adult who likes to play games. You gotta follow your heart in life. Whatever your heart's telling you, you gotta follow your heart. They also, oh my god, they have a bowling alley, like 2 lanes, but how cool is that? And of course, even more shops and more places to eat. But then it was time for the next day. We're rise and shine. I got up nice and early. I had an ice blended, walked along the beach, and then made my way over to the Catalina Safari check-in area. They have a gift shop, but then we were on the safari ready to go around town. Now, the only way you could truly go around the full island, and it's a huge island. Okay, the only way you can really go around the whole island is if you book a safari or, you know, a proper tour, because the golf carts can only go so far. They only go within the parameters of Avalon, but look at the view from the top of the hill. I think this is probably as far as the golf carts can go, but you could see the houses from above. Who lives there? Like, what is their life? This is us making our way around town. Now, we were going fast, honey. Like, I was hanging off the edge. Thank God the lady next to me was saying the same thing. We were flying around. We were making turns, sharp turns on this cliff. My heart was beating, but it was beautiful. It was breathtaking. And he was playing Indiana Jones music. Of course, I can't play it here for you guys because of copyright, but it was very adventurous. It felt like a ride. We saw tons of bison just hanging around town. Now, this is a lone bison. Certain bisons in the groups get, you know, kicked out of the group, but he's just by himself. You gotta follow your heart. Whatever you gotta do. This is the view from the top. Ooh, it looks like the world just ends. Don't look down, but yeah, look how, like, oh, it's breathtaking. This is where people go camping, and we very vigorously made our way through the island. This is a 2-hour tour, by the way, so go to the bathroom before you go. We were going at the speed of light, then we made our way to the Catalina airport. This is a very small airport. This is basically for celebrities with private jets. And then we went even faster through the rocks and through the cliffs of Catalina, making our way back around town, getting another glimpse of that gorgeous view. I know I said that a lot, but just like like when you're there, it really is breathtaking. This is actually right below where my hotel was, and then we made our way back to the city of Avalon. Treated myself to a little mocktail lava float with a view. Went back out at twilight yet again to see the sun, the golden sun hit the island. Ooh, honey, and then they had bingo. Everybody and their mother was in town for bingo. It was poppin'. Okay, fam, the time has come to check out. But the one thing I have not done yet, and the one thing that I specifically came here for, was to spend a day relaxing at the beach. I learned that I do not know how to relax. I did a freaking safari. I was going 100 miles an hour on a boat. But today, I'm dedicating my time to relaxing on the beach. So let's go check out before I get charged a late fee and get breakfast and then go to the beach. So once again, I started my day at Catalina Coffee and Cookie Co. This is a great little spot. Sometimes there's usually a line in the morning, but they have really great breakfast. They have ice blendeds. You can get them dairy-free. They had tons of vegan options, and they even had some substantial gluten-free and vegan options. So if you have dietary restrictions like myself, this is a great place to go for breakfast. Then I made my way over to the Descanso Beach Club to relax on the beach for the day. To be honest, it was pretty claustrophobic. It was a cruise day, so everyone from the cruise was at the beach at the same time, but it was fine. Still a very beautiful beach and a beautiful island. I cannot complain. Here's more of the Descanso Beach Club from behind, and again, here are those Chase lounge chairs. This is what it looked like later on in the evening when all the people from the cruise ship had left, and then all of a sudden the entire beach club is empty. And since I'm a creature of habit, I went back to Steve's for dinner, and I got myself a non-alcoholic lava float. Everybody that worked here was so nice. And then I got this cauliflower steak. Obviously not a steak, but it looked gross. When I tell you, this tasted so good. I came back literally to the same restaurant 2 nights in a row, even though I wanted to try new things. I like what I like. So what are you gonna do? Vegan and gluten-free. We love that. But then it was time to say goodbye to the beautiful island of Santa Catalina. I made my way over to the ferry to make sure I can get a good seat this time because I was about to pass out. Said goodbye to my hotel. Bye, Zane Grey. I would definitely 100% stay here again next time I visit. And I cannot wait to visit again once the summer comes back because ooh! But that concludes our trip to Catalina. Let me know what questions you guys have. I know this vlog was all over the place. I tried to make it cohesive, but I was just having so much fun and getting as much footage as I could. Let me know what questions you have, and please let me know what you want to see next. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.